And there's tales, this is an old roadbed right here of people running moonshine out here back during the Prohibition days. And check that out, that's like a Model T roof. Scattered everywhere in here. So here is the biggest tree in Alabama. It's around 4:30 p.m. We're trying to make it to the campsite by about 6:30. That should leave us right around an hour of daylight to get our camp set up. But we need to be close to the river so we have water, because we're relying heavily on our Sawyer filters to be able to provide us our water. Hey, you know you got your priorities right? Huh? Said you know how you got your priorities right? You got a Coca-Cola and a bottle of whiskey strapped on the back. So we're on 202. We ran into this big monster tree, and there's tales, this is an old roadbed right here of people running moonshine out here back during the Prohibition days. And check that out, that's like a Model T roof to a car. So apparently it broke down at some point and it wasn't making it any further than this. So that's pretty cool. There's gunshots in it, gunshot holes, see all the 22 holes? But anyways, thought y'all'd like to see that. It's pretty cool. Keep going. Check this out. That's pretty neat. And here's the river right here. Look at that. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful places in Alabama, as a matter of fact. Actually looks like you're out west. The trees are different here. Everything just has that wild feel to it. Alright, we're going to keep on going down this way and follow the trail. First river crossing. Everyone's debating on whether to take their boots off or risk getting them wet. See crawfish? Oh yeah, I saw it. See a good sized fish that just went by too.
Down here, just a little deeper, they have gar.
Yeah, good sized gar. Sure do wish I had a walking stick.
A walking stick?
Yeah. All right, my turn. There's a slick rock out here. I'm gonna find it, guys. All right, we made it. All of these trees growing over these rocks are pretty cool. There's a good sized one up here. Check this out. Walk over here and look at it. It's really cool. If Sasquatch lives in Alabama, this is where he exists. I've got something pretty cool tonight that we're going to use to look at the wildlife. If you needed a good rock shelter out here, check this out. Don't get much better than that. It's pretty cool. You can stay dry in here. All right. Getting our fire going. Got our hammocks up. We all packed lightweight because of the heat. I think a couple of us have the mosquito nets and a couple of us don't. Surprisingly, mosquitoes haven't been that bad yet. We really haven't sat still. Gonna have a couple guys over here and a couple guys over there. Got plenty of firewood. So we're about to shut down for the night. Cook us up some chili or whatever we all brought. And drink a little whiskey. We'll get back with you later.
River birch. And I just made a little bundle with it, and then I took some jute and put it in it.
Well, yeah, that didn't take much at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I'm glad our camp's set up right next to this bubbling stream. Sound good tonight. I always bring a pair of flip-flops with me where I can get out of my hiking boots and soak in the creek and walk around. It's nothing more relaxing, especially if you're doing a summer trip. I'm tender-footed, so I don't just necessarily walk around barefooted. I gotta have something on. And flip-flops are nice to wear around camp. But be sure you got your bug spray on, because the red bugs or the chiggers, whatever you want to call them, they are terrible around here. All the lightning bugs / fireflies. It's really pretty cool. We're using the Night Owl Optics iGen for night vision, and it is literally turning the night into day. It is so crazy. We're going to be looking for animals tonight. Anything we hear, we're going to shine this in its direction. I'm going to see if I can get some through the camera footage for y'all and let y'all take a look at it. It's pretty sweet. Day 2 has arrived. Now we're taking camp down. We're going to be moving. Doing a little bit of breakfast cooking. Got a little chillier last night than probably what we expected, considering it was 93 degrees. We all fared pretty well. But we're going to pack up and move on down the trail. Alright, we're filtering some water. I usually just find a spot where the water's moving fairly quickly and I'll fill the bag up. Just keep the nose just a little bit out of the water so that it can breathe. Like this right here. So now the filter's on it, and all I've got to do is squeeze it directly into the bottle. And this filter filters thousands and thousands and thousands of gallons of water, and it works great. I've used it on several camping trips. Really helps keep your pack light. We dub this area the Fountain of Youth. It's a cold spring. Is it still cold? Look, the pigs have been in there. Alright, we're at the entrance of the cave. There's 2 little cracks. There's one down there. There's one over here. I'm going to go to the easier one, which is over here. You can see that old board up there. I don't know if they excavated this cave looking for Native American artifacts or what. Oh, somebody had a fire up there too. Huh. That's pretty neat. All right, well, we will record once we get down into the crack over here. Trying to decide our descent. Does it open up right there, Nate? Big old spider.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my walking stick up here.
Yeah, these rocks are slick.
Yeah, y'all be careful.
Extra slick.
We made it. Ooh, that's a big spider. Check that sucker out. Y'all see back there? You see over there, Nate?
Like that.
Your headlight is awesome. Look this way over here for me, Josh. All right, we're gonna break out the night vision stuff and see how it does. And this is with the headlamps off. You can see, we can't see crap. Look back over here, you can see a little bit of light coming through the crack to get in and out. What do you see, Josh? Rocks? Wave, Nate.
You got the gain.
Are you waving? There we go. That's crazy. That is cool.
Yeah.
The steam coming off of us is crazy. Dude, it feels like an air conditioner was turned on down here, though.
Oh, that's nice.
Feels really good. Scattered everywhere in here. What'd you say?
I feel like I'm on an asteroid.
Hello! There's bats on the right side, so we're kind of avoiding over there. Just because bat feces carry a lot of diseases. So we'd rather stay away from that. Alrighty. Well, we're about to crawl back out of here. So this was a known Native American area, and you can see this mound of rocks. It looks like a fire ring, and it's up higher, but it's been that way for a long time. You can tell how the moss has grown on it. You can follow it around the side, and it was like they had took and stacked the rocks to close up that little crack right there, which is pretty neat. I mean, obviously you can come to the side and see that's a modern fire ring right there. See how there's no moss or anything on it. But if I had to guess, I'd say that this is probably loaded with arrowheads under here. But being a national park or a wilderness area, you're not allowed to take stuff like that out of here. So no need to sift, just neat to think about what may have been here at one point. But look how far up these rock bluffs go. And they go way up. It's crazy. But either way, it's pretty neat. We're about to go back, get our packs back on, and head on down the trail. We're almost to Big Tree. These rocks are really neat how the water eroded them through time. Those two, like they rolled together and just kissed over the top of that stream. We're all about dead. This trail's kind of rough. It's not a maintained trail, so there's a lot of trees over it. But we'll be there here in just a minute. So here is the biggest tree in Alabama. It is a monster. I know some of you guys live out west, probably have bigger trees than this, but for here, that is about as big as it gets. And the only reason that it's that big is because of the rock walls around it that protect it. Because here in Alabama, there's tons of tornadoes. And that's usually what takes these big older trees out besides logging. Most everything's been logged. This one was just too hard to get to. But super impressive either way. Day 2 camp tour. I don't have my tarp up. All these other guys got busy and I laid down and took a nap. I was whooped. So we're all kind of in a line. We're all linked tree to tree to tree, right on the riverbank, which is nice. These guys have figured out how to rig up a clothes dryer over here.
And a bath
or a scarecrow. I haven't figured out what Nate's is yet.
changing station.
He's got a changing station over there. We just all bathed in the creek down there, which was a blast. It was a little cold, but right here's the creek. So we'll be hitting Trail 202 in the morning, and we'll be on our way out of here. It's been a great trip so far, though, so I'm looking forward to the way out. On the way out, there's supposed to be a Civil War aged graveyard. We'll check that out on the way out and let y'all see that. So we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Day 3 packed up. About to head out. About to put the fire out. We're even going to take somebody else's cans home. They left behind. do our good deed for the trip. It's about what, 7:30? We're trying to beat the heat out. I think most of the trails. It's 8 o'clock on the dot. That's about what time we said we want to leave. We will be going mostly uphill today, so we'll see how that goes. All right, we have showed up at the graveyard. Some of these are so old, you can't even see the dates on them really. They've came back and put like that right there on it, 1809 to 1877, 1807 to 1897. Man, she lived 90 years back during the 1800s. That's impressive. Walk over here and look at these. This is pretty interesting. Here's one. You can actually see that one a little bit. Wife of James. Yeah, they lived. Look at that one. They were all hand etched into the stones. It's a pretty neat place though. Very sandy here, but pretty neat. All right, well, we're about to be back at the truck, and that was it for this trip. I appreciate y'all tagging along and getting bored to death by us, but we had a good time. So we'll see y'all in the next video.